I think we needed more time because the audience didn't have enough time to ask questions in order to follow up. So even the questions that were put, I don't think we had enough time to answer them. So I think the thing needed more time, but I think the presentations that were made, they pointed to the question was, from a general agreement, how do we get practical results? And that was the focus. This is what we're doing. That was, I think, the contributions from the panel were important. But I'm saying, unfortunately, we didn't have enough time for the audience to intervene. It would have been very good. Yeah. Well, as you would have heard, some of us who spoke, people referred to the history of the relations between Africa and the Soviet Union. And so you would find on the continent today that a lot of us on the continent view the Russian Federation as a successor state to the Soviet Union. And therefore the question arises, what does the Russian Federation do which the Soviet Union did? The people are posing that question. So therefore, for instance, where the Soviet Union participated in investing in particular industries, will Russian Federation do the same? These are the questions that are arising, is to look for this cooperation, a replication of the cooperation that existed then between the Africa and Soviet Union, and how do you replicate that relationship between Africa and the Russian Federation? So that is why this interaction, and because in the mind of many Africans, this is a successor state to the Soviet Union. And therefore the expectations that people had of the Soviet Union, they are transferring them from, I'm saying expectation from the African continent, it's transferring them to the Russian Federation. I said, that's what I'm trying to say. You see, and the challenges that we mentioned, for instance, infrastructure development. When you're talking about African integration, which is important, you need roads, you need rail, you need air transport, because we are on the sea, shipping and all that. Can Russia contribute to that? There's a big energy shortfall on the African continent. What can the Russian Federation do to help us to meet that shortfall? I was saying, for instance, we've got all of this discussion globally about the fourth industrial revolution, artificial intelligence, robotics. Is a way in which Russia can help to train the human resources that are able to participate in that fourth industrial revolution. So it's possible to identify areas like this about which there could be cooperation.